Gemini, I always got my eye on the tiger, or I've always got my eye on you, sunshine. So you really could be dealing with like a Leo or an Aquarian, and I'm constantly always got my eye on you. Like I'm always looking at you constantly, like I live for looking at you, like I just can't stop watching you. so it makes me kind of like want to get all prepared, you know what I mean, Chantel? But like I can't stop watching you. Like, I mean, it might even be a tarot card reader that you like or something, I don't know, but I can't stop watching. Like, it's just so addictive. Like, you are just so alluringly good looking or attractive, or just something about you. Because I keep hearing this, like, what is it about you that keeps making me want to look and to watch? Like something that's very like devious, like devil, like a devil energy, like a Capricorn or a yourselves of Gemini. I'll go into that at the end. You can watch this as a life path 6, a Gemini or a Capricorn, or 2 energies of life paths that add up to a 6. You can watch this reading, okay? Or even like a double reading of like whatever it is that makes 6, okay? But like a 33, watch this reading, and also Capricorn, okay? But like, it's like very devious. It's very, I shouldn't be doing it, but I can't help it. Like, I just can't help but look. It's kind of like, look, there's a box here, like, and you can look in it, but I really shouldn't, but I'm going to. It's kind of like, and I know that I shouldn't keep watching you, and I know that I shouldn't keep playing with my box. Some of you are playing with your own box. Like, or Vox, like something to do around music. You might be doing angel radio like myself, and you might be doing like Vox or Cavalier, Cavalauskas, Cavaliero, or a Cavalier. So something to do around a car, might be a Cancerian or a life path 7, and I might be doing something around my car, and you might be doing car mechanics and all of this kind of thing. And I know I really shouldn't be doing it, but I really want to get on with that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I shouldn't, but I want to. Something like that. Okay, doing it off my own back, basically. So then Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, John, Jasmine, Jaden, Hayden, also the name Hayden, or Jaden, or Jasmine, okay. But J's, like, oh, they're all up in here. J. Some of you might be doing like I do, and you kind of do like J. Okay, let us sample that one. And then right, so you might be doing all kinds of things like that for a lot of you around music, sampling, mixing, mastering, all that kind of stuff. Okay, and then I keep hearing like, I know I really should not be doing this, but I can't stop watching. Like, it's something that is very like addictive to me. Like, I just can't help myself but do it. Like, but I keep picking up like something that's real phallic, like I just can't stop playing. I can't stop banging one out. I can't stop rubbing one out. Or like, I just cannot stop thinking about this person. Like, it's just on my mind 24/7. Like a 2, Libra, or a 2 comes to a 2, or a 4 comes to a 4, or Scorpio, or Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn, Lulu. 4, which would also be a Scorpio or an Aries, and 7, life path 7 or Cancerian energy. Okay, in this soul group reading, okay? So you've kind of got this like, man, I just can't stop watching 24/7. Like, it's got me hooked, line and sinker. Pisces, okay? It's got me hooked. Some of you are just hook. You're looking for a hook, and it would be something around music, and I'm looking for the next hook. But some of you, it's like, I've got this person hook, line and sinker on a line, okay? So like a Leo / Aquarian, and I've got them. Like, I just can't stop it. Like, I keep, unless this person's a fisherman, and I can't stop going fishing all the time, or like, I don't know, like I'm constantly looking at Pisces, like all the time I'm watching this person, and I can't stop looking at them, and it's like a Piscean. It is, I mean, they've been in 3s and all kinds of difficult circumstances at the moment, but it's like I've always got my eye on you, like 24/7, like I'm always watching you. Someone's obsessed here, like by watching somebody. Now, I don't know if that's Dirtily, I don't know, or Lee, or Leanne, Laura, Lucy, Lulu, but like, you know, I'm hooked. You've got me like, oh, carry on, like, okay, like, oh, what's that? Is it a fish? So it's got to be something around Pisces energy, okay? And it's making me like, I don't know, drip like a fuck fridge or something, or I don't know, but it's like, it just keeps making me want to watch, and like, I just want to be watched, or I just want this person's attention, like, and I just want them to watch me, or like I am watching them, and I wonder if they watch me too, or I think about them, or I wonder if they think about me too. It's involving a Libra or a 2, and I watch them, but I wonder if they watch me too. I think about them, if I wonder if they think about me too. I think about them, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justine, them, Emily, Maria, Michael, yeah, so something like that, all those names, okay, but like, I think about you, do you think about me too? Something like that, or I'm thinking about you, like, yeah, I'm thinking about you too, unless you're just doing something around music where the streets have no names, or you're listening to the streets. My gosh, you're fit, but don't you know it? Something like that, or you know that you're fit, and I know I'm fit, and I can't believe that I'm fit, and you know the fact that you're fit, or something like that. And my gosh, don't you just know it? It's like, don't you just know it? Don't you just know? Don't you just know it? I'm fit, but my gosh, don't you just know it? Stephen? Well, I'm not fit, trust me. I'm really not fit, bruv. But I'm going to be, hopefully, after Christmas. But my gosh, you're fit, and don't you just know it? And will you fit with me? Will it fit in? The old? So someone got a small minky. I don't know. Will your large Elijah, will that fit in my small hole? Is what I'm keep picking up. Some of you have got a very small minky. And you're like, well, I don't know if that would fit in there. Well, the only way we can do it is spit on it, or whatever it is, or lube it up. But someone's lubing themselves, like constantly lubing. Lube. I keep hearing lube. I mean, it might even be lube. I don't know. But what I keep picking up is, you know that film where it's like, what's his name? McLovin. And he's like, oh, I've got some lube as well. And he's like, oh, it's in, isn't it? And she's like, oh, it's in. It's like, nah, bruv, that's not in. Unless some of you are large. I really don't know. But you're like, well, I ain't going to feel that. And it's like, oh, I know it's in. And fucking McLovin's pumping away. And she's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can actually feel that. And he's like, oh. So, I don't know. But I keep picking up, is it in? Is it in? Is it in, then it's out, then it's in, then it's out? Someone's sex life is quite good here, I don't know. In and out. I'm in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. Gemini, which is yourselves. In the door, DAW music. Will this fit? If I was to put this piece of music with that piece of music, would that fit on top of that? Or if I was to ever get on top of you, would that ever really fit in that hole? Someone could be small and it doesn't fit. So I don't know. So it's either music and that doesn't match up and it doesn't fit, or it's a mismatched energy and I don't match with you but it matches with you. If you've got a small one and you've got a big one, then my big one will fit in your big one. So but if it's a wig wham bam, gonna make you my man. So wig, someone could be looking for a new wig and they're like, no, that won't fit. I'm sorry, but that doesn't fit. Something like that. So because I keep hearing wig wham bam. So some of you might be looking for a new wig or a new weave or Steve. I ain't got a wig. Look, it's permanently on my head, bruv. But I don't know. I keep picking up wig wham bam and a mam. Mam, mama, mama jamma, mama mia. Might be your mother. I don't know. Your mother might be looking for a new wig. I don't know. But so what the fuck I'm talking about that? I've got no idea. Idea, Elijah. I've got no idea. Gemini, what else have we got for you guys? Scott, the name's Scott, Sarah, Steve, Sassy, Sarah, anybody beginning with S. Okay, S and M. Some of you into some kind of weird fucking toys and fuck knows what else, S and M, fucking sadomasochistic type sort of dirty, raunchy, dress up, fucking gimp mask, just do you know what I mean? You probably don't, but something that's S and M, I like to be strangled or something, so I can't breathe, or fuck. Something like that, or the baby's being born, which it did, and it starts to come out through January possibly. Or someone's just having multiple orgasms over the other person, and when they contract, the other person contracts, and you're contracting at the same time that I'm contracting. I mean, is it a dog? Or is it your dog or your cat giving birth to another one, or something like that? I don't know. Is someone seeing another person here, and there's a metaphysical connection that's wangled right up in this, and it would be like a Pisces perhaps, and someone's squirting and all. Oh, Jesus. Someone's wet as fuck here. Just telling him, sorry, but I can see it. Okay? Oh, fucking hell. That's quite nice. But I don't know, unless you're preparing everything up and you're well, I'm going to squirt all over the place. So some of you are just into squirting. I don't know. So there's for your phallic lot. For the frigid lot that find that offensive, I've got no fucking idea what you lot are going to do. So there's that for a lot of you. What else have we got for Gemini? Eye. They just keep saying eye, like I've constantly got my eye on you all the time, or I've got my eye on my eye all the time. I mean, that can be a third eye, or like, you know, whatever eye, but it's like I've got my eye on this eye, like constantly, unless your name's Jai, or Gianna, or Jason, or like Jai, I've got my eye on your eye all the time. I've got my eye on the pussy, Silver's pussy. I've got my eye on Silver's pussy all the time, or I've got my eye on something all the time. Like, even an iron, or a lion, or Leo, or an Aquarian, but like, you know, you've got your eye on an iron and you just iron all the time and you're like, fuck, I've always got my eye on this iron. Like, your iron, it's like, is it hot enough yet? Yep, it's either squirting just to say that it's ready. So, I mean, it could even be like a frying pan. I don't know, or someone's got 2 small eggs or something. I don't know, but like, just like, is it? Yeah, it's ready. So, I don't know, I keep picking up something that's hot, like an iron, or someone that's just like hot as fuck. And they're like, just spit on that, will you? Just to see if it's hot. And you're like, all right, bruv. I'd get all up and down that. So you're like spitting on something just to see if it's hot or whatever. I don't know. But like, it needs lube, whatever it is, because it might be hot. Now, if it's hot where you are, and you might need lubrication because it's hot, which means that you might start waxing yourself up, Daniel son. Or like, you know, you might start waxing yourself up, and like you need, like if it's chapstick, even if it's cold, because I keep picking up chappers, and then Chapman or chappers or chapstick. Like it's a chap dick. I've got my eye on your chapped dick. Someone's got a chap. Put your chad away, bruv, and put some lube on your dick, for God's sake. Unless your name's Richard or Rachel, but like or Richard or Evans or Barry. But like, I have constantly got a chapped dick, like a chapstick. Someone's always got chapstick. They keep saying chapstick, or some of you it's a chap dick. Like I've always putting lube on it. Like that's good, I fucking dear. But like I'm always like having a lube up because I'm dry. Okay. So someone might suffer from vaginal dryness. I don't know, because you got wet and wild and dry and like lube. I always seem to be dry. And I always seem to be wet. What the fuck is going on? I mean, is this a swimming pool? You know, or a dating pool? Like, well, or actually, you could be dating a pool. Someone that's called Paul or Pauline. Sorry, my dog's scratching at my door. It wants feeding. But like, it's like, let me in. I want some food and I want to say hello. I haven't said hello to my dog yet. But like, you'll have to wait a minute. But yeah, something like something is dry. Molly. You're going to have to wait a minute. Go away. But like, sorry, my dog, it just loves coming in the morning and saying hello and then get some food and then go. But like, for a lot of you, there's something here around dry and then also wet after it being dry. I don't know. Just, fellas, just spit up the hole or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, dry and wet. Dryden, or someone that's called Dry, like Jai, or Dryden. Is this someone that does like, that does like drywalling? Drywall? Like, you know, you have something done in a house and they put loads of drywall up and then they send a plasterer in to kind of like skim the drywall, and then when you're ready you paint it. So someone that does drywall, or Dighton or Dryden or something like that, or Biden even, is probably dry. His skin's probably dry. I don't know. But like, or dry foreskin. What is going on here around this dry and wet and wall dry? Like, call Jai, call Jay, call Diana, call Luke, call Han Luke, call Luke. Someone's trying to go dry, which means that I am probably trying to stop drinking. That might be someone's like an alcoholic maybe, and they're like, I mean, I don't think you call it going dry, but what the fuck is this about going dry, man? Like, someone keeps going dry, like they keep getting all lubed up, and you lube them up, and then, I mean, is it a prune? Like, or someone prudish, or like Jewish, but like a prudish, like, or a prune, like a prune goes dry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, I keep shriveling up like a prune. I don't know. I keep shriveling up and going as dry as a prune. I mean, it might not be a prune. It could be just someone that's there already and then they're not. And then all of a sudden they go really dry and they have a dry period. And they're like, no, everything's dried up, bruv. Oh, unless you're dealing drugs. Okay, that could be another one. That's what we say in Britain. You got anything, bruv? They're like, no, it's all dried up, bruv. There ain't nothing. And they're like, really? You haven't got anything? No, it's all dried up. So, yeah, that's a slang word for, like, drug dealers that, you know, in the UK. Normally, I mean, trust me, I'm not a drug addict. But, like, you know, you're right, bruv, you got anything? No, it's all dried up. All the fields are dry. Everything's dried up. It's like we haven't got anything. It's all gone. Like, it's all dried up. And it's all gone. Everything is dried up and gone. What is that? Someone probably is really struggling around a sexual thing here with Steve, but like really struggling around something being all dried up and there is nothing left. It's just there's nothing left. There is some kind of very difficult passionate energy here, and this is probably going to be very difficult for someone here because it's not this one isn't funny, even though I'm being funny. Okay, this isn't funny. There is something here where someone's really struggling around the sex department here, and it's really making the other person feel as if they're not capable of turning the other person on enough. Okay, because I do really keep picking up that something that's very, well, it ain't going to be personal if you're watching this, so don't take an offence if it's you guys. But I keep picking up that, like, someone really struggles around that department. I mean, that is actually a woman's thing, right? I don't know. Unless it's a man thing, but I don't ever really know men that struggle to... do you know what I'm saying? So there is something here around, like, dry, like it being dry, but then another message of it being wet. So it's very fucking confusing. I mean, is it the weather? Or is it Heather? I don't know. Or Hayley. But, like, does someone have, like, a real big problem around, like, the bedroom, okay, the bedroom, and they have like a problem that seems to be going on internally with a person where it's kind of like everything's dried up and I can't do it because, well, how can, you know, so man, this is really personal for someone, so I'm not going to go into that here. Yeah, it's kind of like someone gets really turned on and then okay, I'm going to leave that, okay, because that's probably really personal for someone here. Okay, Gemini. Okay, it could be you, the other person. I don't know. You take your pick if it's happening to you. So Gemini. Let's see. Gemini. What's going on? What's going on with them for? So, you're right, Gemini. How you doing? So you can watch this as a Gemini, a Capricorn. For you, your partner, the other people, anybody in your soul group, it doesn't matter. Follow the numbers, okay, how I read in numerology or coding link test. There is something to do around something drying up around medication also, like short-staffed or short medication or something like that. Okay, short and sharp, quick, like it's over, just very quick, like it doesn't last long. There's something going on around sex here, like sharp, Charlotte or sharp, like I don't know. I keep picking up like it's hurting somebody here. They keep getting me to look at that. It hurts. Like, it hurts. Because it's sharp. Somebody that's also called Sharp as well. Their name is Sharp. Okay. Not their first name. Probably their second name. Lucy Sharp. Sharp. But there's something that's all drying up as well around medication. I mean, I'm actually suffering through that myself because my fucking NHS has gone to shit at the moment, to be honest, in Britain. And my doctor hasn't put me on a repeat prescription. I was saying this in the last one, and I've got 2 tablets left today, and you can't stop taking these tablets. Okay, it's different. If you're suffering through I said it in Taurus reading about people that pay insurances and stuff, it's different in the UK because it's NHS. Okay, so we pay a small amount of money and we get our tablets. Okay. And then whatever we pay on tax, it goes towards other people. But like there is something here, like my tablets, I've got 1 left, and I've been to the doctors and I've said to them, look, I'm running out of my tablets. I need a call from the doctor to write me another prescription. But he hasn't done, and he leaves it normally right until the last minute, or he doesn't bother, and I don't hear from them, and I can't stop taking my medication. So I have to go to the chemist and ask them, because I know them very well, and they give me like 4 or 5 tablets to make do until I get the phone call from the doctor to say I can have a repeat prescription. But that's really just because my prescription has been he's not ever really wrote me a repeat, because you don't know if that's like because we've been changing diagnosis and God knows what else, and trying to get the right tablet and also trying to get the right milligram. Okay, so I think when I've got that sorted out, because I'm actually all right now, that I can say, okay, can you keep me on this tablet, this medication, and then can you write me out a repeat? But I'm having to wait for that. So there is something around like around medication and stuff as well for a lot of you. That's a concern. It's a concern. There is someone here called Stern that really suffers around sex. Sorry, Putchy, but you shouldn't be fucking watching. There is someone that is really suffering around, like, I don't know. Oh God, it brings back awful memories. I don't know, like something like someone that won't have sex and they refuse the other person or something. Won't, like, something here going on around people losing interest because of something going on phallically, and they're being more attracted to the energies of where it works. Because trust me when I tell you, arguments around sex are one huge problem in a relationship. It can cause a lot of problems around sex because, well, the majority of being a counsellor, you know, you get a lot of people that can argue about that, okay, because there isn't any, or there's too much, or there's not enough, or there's not enough affection, and, you know, trying to please the other person that can't be pleased, and so on and so forth. And you've got something here that's going on around, like, someone being turned off but being turned on, but being turned off by another, but someone else is turning. It's weird. Okay. So, fuck are we, bruv? What is going on, Stephen? Okay. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries or a life path 4 for a lot of you. Okay. So Gemini, what's going on with Gemini? Please give me a reading for Gemini for January. You right, January? How you doing? January. So the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So things are karmically also connected. The stomach is in knots. A new addition to the family, Jenny. The baby that came from Taurus energy, which is /5 Sagittarius. My stomach is in knots. Like, it's something to do with someone's stomach. Like my stomach. Like I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. You see what I'm saying? Someone's having orgasms with the karmic partner, because I'm hearing they're having their wicked way. Okay, Witten, Mandy, but they're having their wicked way with, well, they're doing something around Wiccan, like a Wiccan, but like a Whittlesea, but like I'm having my wicked way. Because I'm just looking at this person on the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is laid on their back, constantly thinking about the karmic energy. That's a new one. For you guys out there that might be doing that. But laying on the karmic energy, thinking and dreaming about them, okay, and putting your stomach into knots, okay, and trying to go with the flow of the energy. And then when the energy kind of seeps through you, it's kind of making you, like, lay on your back. Like I all seem to be on my back all the time, like... What is that? Back, Jack, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. But I all seem to be laying flat on my back. But that's the karmic energy there. Because look at this person, like, look at the impingement of the knee being lifted up there. That's what I keep picking up. Like, I keep lifting my knee and opening up. Like, that's what I keep picking up. Like, well, I'm rampant and ready. And I'm ready if you are, Freddie. Well, let's go, Joe. Let's see. Capricorn. Sorry, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But 6, so Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. That would be Saturn anyway, so that would be a Capricorn energy. Gemini 4, there's the Scorpio energy. So somebody takes things like that very personal or very private, and they try not to tell people that that's kind of going on in their life, and it's something sexual that is going on with another person, but it's also coming up as where a connection that they already have, something is going on around the bedroom. They keep saying that, like, someone's doing something very privately together. They do it together but privately, okay, but they also do it to themselves privately over the other person as well. And it's something that is online. The Wheel of Fortune can also be online, internet-based business and stuff like that, because it's worldwide. It's still a part of the world, okay? So it's a planet, basically, of the world that's making someone think about someone on the internet, and it's a karmic energy. But if there is a person that is in a relationship already, and the two karmic energies are not together, it's because something here is going on around the channeled messages, without me really divulging into someone's private life, because it is personal and it is private, but it also makes the other person feel guilty and ashamed and embarrassed as well. Like I'm embarrassed, or Barry, but like I'm embarrassed the fact that that happens to me, and it makes me feel awful, and it makes me feel bad that I can't please you. I can't, but also tease you. You've got a paradox number here, I'm just letting you know that. Which means you, the third energy, if there is one, you all got the same 6 and all that kind of stuff. 4s, you know, whores. I keep hearing whores. For sure? Or for sure, to be sure. Someone from Ireland. But there's an energy here of like being pleased, but also being teased. Like, it might be someone that's like so guarded that they please people and they tempt them, but then when they're tempted, they back off and they tease you with that, and then they stop doing that. Meaning they lure you into a false sense of security. But there's also an energy here of the person that is in the relationship, if there is a third party, because I really do keep picking up that there is, that it makes the other person feel guilty that they can't please a person that can't be pleased. If it is a problem in the bedroom, the other person feels guilty the fact that they can't please the other person sexually. They can't please them. And it makes the other person, in effect, connected to it, feel guilty the fact that they can't do it. Because I'm hearing guilty before charged and proven innocent. So there might be something coming up around court-related things for you guys. Okay, karmic X, so on and so forth. Innocent before proven guilty. I'm innocent. No, you are, I am. You are, fighting karmically with the X. Okay, because that would be X marks the spot for me, is karmic energy there. But for a lot of you here, there is someone that cannot please a person sexually, and because they can't, the other partner that is connected to that feels guilty the fact that the other person, when they go the channel messages, the other person feels as if they're not capable and good enough to please the person. So it's making a mischievous energy of like, well, if I can't fucking satisfy you physically, mentally and emotionally, if I can't please you, then you're going to have to please yourself, because I can't get you off. Like, I can't do that. You're going to have to do that yourself. I can't do it. Okay, because every time I do that, like, because I keep picking up a paradox energy. That's why I keep going backwards and forwards, because I'm picking up a third energy, and I'm picking up one that goes through this in a relationship, and then I'm picking up the other one that doesn't go through that, which would be the male energy maybe, that doesn't go through that with another, which would be the karmic energy. Meaning, karmically, somebody can't please a person physically, emotionally, or mentally, or stimulate the person. They can't do that. And because they can't, it makes this death card start to think about that things might be over because I can't do that for you. It's not possible that I can do that. So it makes the Scorpio energy contemplate on, this is really doing my head in because it's private and it's personal and I can't talk to you about it because I feel embarrassed. And then the other person feels embarrassed and they overthink, And because they do, they put too much tension onto things that may or may not be going on sexually. And because they do, what they're doing is that they're actually making it like an embarrassing moment when it really, like anything in the bedroom should be like fun, right? It should be, you guys, right? But it should be fun. Like, it, you know, it should be fun, light, vibrant. Like, there shouldn't be any kind of embarrassment and stuff like that. And if there is, one of these people karmically feels very ashamed and embarrassed about that. And then the partner that they're doing that with, it makes them feel guilty, the fact that they're not good enough to please the other person. So the death card constantly thinks about, is this truly over if I can't do that for you? Because if I can't, and we can't never really seem to have sex and stuff like that, that's not really great for a relationship, because that can, in the end a relationship if I can't do that for you. Like, if I can't please you, then it's going to be very difficult, where we're going to have fucking arguments and end every time when it comes to having sex and stuff like that. If you shouldn't be kids watching this anyway. Okay. But like, when it comes to having sex and stuff here, like, if that isn't good enough, then I feel bad and I feel ashamed for you and I feel bad, but you're making me feel as if I'm not good enough to perform for you. It makes me feel shit. You know, because that would also be like, say, if it was a guy that had to take Viagra and they couldn't perform, and they was kind of like, no, you know, sex is a huge thing here. I really do keep picking up for somebody, because it might be where someone eventually closes down a lot because of this in the future. I don't know, but like, they close down a lot because of this, and because they do, they start to feel, well, I can't please you. Like, there's nothing I can do to help you. I can't do it, you know. I'm not good enough to help you. That's what I keep picking up with a person. I'm not good enough to please you. Like, it's not me. It's something coming from, well, the woman. I really do keep picking up, like, it's coming from the woman. I really do. Because it's something to do with their organs, like sexual organs. Because this can be like, I'm always thinking too much about things that are going wrong, that could go wrong. Okay, and like, I multiply think about all of these things in my head that could go wrong, and because I do, I overthink the energy, and then when it comes to performance, I get scared, I get worried, I get anxious, I get nervous when it comes to performing something, right? Now that might even be physical, or it might be conversation, that I get so nervous that my stomach is in knots because I get nervous, and then I can't say things, I can't speak because I'm so nervous. But it might also be another paradox energy of where, like, I am so nervous that I think about things like that, but when it comes to the performance, I back away and I become intimidated and shy. And because I do, I make the other person feel that I am kind of with in a relationship feel bad. So they start to get promiscuous somewhere else because they start to feel that they can't please the other person here somehow. Some way, or Howlet, the howling wolf, pussy, silver, the howling wolf. Because the Wheel of Fortune in reverse can be an addict, like, it can be an addict, because it can be a karmic addict. Okay, so addicted, because I really am picking up, like, I'm addicted to it, like, I can't stop thinking about it and wanting it and thinking about it. And it might be like this is like a Jim Carrey moment, really, but like overacting, like an over performance, like you're overreacting now. Like, if somebody blames someone here, like, for overacting or wanting something too much, and I can't satisfy, because like a Scorpio energy, it's very difficult to satisfy the void that they have. Like, I can't seem to be pleased. And there's an energy here is also like, well, I can't seem to get off, and I can't seem to please you. So I can't, there's a huge paradox energy. Because I'm picking it up from partner to partner, and also third energy, as well as connected in a third energy here, right? I hope you get what I mean when I say that there are a lot of paradox holes in this. Two cards. Could really be dealing with a 2 or a Libra also, or a life path 2. Okay. But do you get what I'm saying without me going over that again? Is there may also be an over-performance here, where someone overacts. Through that, when they perform an act, they feel guilty. And they're performing it, but they realise that I can't please you, because Scorpio energy is also about that void. I have that in my diet sector. Like, I feel like this void in my stomach that can never be filled up. Okay. So there's this overall message of like, I can't seem to fill that gap that is missing. Like, there seems to be something missing in the relationship. There seems to be a piece of the puzzle that seems to be missing from me, and I can't seem to replace that. Okay. And it's missing. Because it could even be someone that's suffering that much through grief or torment, and I can't seem to replace the past. So this person here individually also, they live out a past expectation. They can't let go of it. They can't let go of karmic energy, which means it might not be a person. It could just be a thought that I can't move on from the past because I'm constantly living out of an expectation of the past, that I think the past is just going to reenact itself again in the future, that causes paranoia. So someone has been completely and utterly physically destroyed here. That could be around sex or something like that. Okay, and it could have destroyed my life. Like, they could have lost a baby. They could have, like, you know, wow, man, I'm really picking up like a strong message for you guys here. Capricorn, could be Capricorn, but Gemini here. Something like internally was done to a person, and it's like destroyed their life. It's destroyed their life. Like, and I mean seriously. And it could even be like children, like I lost my children and it destroyed me, and like oh wow, man, I pick up that because I predicted a baby. Someone could lose a baby here. I don't know for sure, because the main energy of what I'm picking up, Gemini, is that, like, grief stricken by my husband. Like, I'm a widow and I lost my husband, and I will never ever ever move on from that. Never will I ever choose another person because I lost my husband. That was my forever person, but they died, and I will never move on. I will never, you know, like, grief. But there could be something here that something happened to someone many years ago, because they can't let go of the karmic energy. They can't move on from that. They find it very difficult to move out of a mindset that constantly pulls them back to a very disappointing, awful time in their life. They always relate their future to their past. They think that the future is always going to be the same, which is where a woman or a man can have a very bad expectation that all women are the same, or all men are the same, and you're all going to do that to me because you all have, and you've all just thrown me away like a piece of trash. So what I find is that all I think about is that every future partner is basically all going to be cut from the same cloth. All you men are the same. All you women are the same. No, they are not. They are not. Because there can also be a lot of, like, because I'm picking up like race and religion as well. Like, all you people are going to be the same, you know. Like, you're in brackets. There's you and there's you and there's you. And there's oh God, man. Okay. Jim will fix it. He went to prison through being a child offender here. Okay, man. Do y'all guys want me to talk about this or not here? Do y'all guys want me to talk about this or not for the messages that I'm picking up? I don't know. I can't get your response. Okay, so they're getting me to look at Jim will fix it. Okay, Jim will fix it was a person that was on national television and he got arrested for child offence. Okay. And then he's still in prison. It's where he belongs. Okay. But, like, and he'll never get out. But, like, there is someone here that's worried about a person getting out of prison, or, like, something happened to them as a child and it's ruined their life. It ruined their life. And because of that, they have this expectation that every man or woman that comes their way, this person's got emotional deep scars internally also. Internally deep scars within oneself here. Something that really offender like was offended in certain ways, or like from an offender or something, and they got, I don't want to say the word here, but yeah, something happened, and because of that, it's making this person put everybody into like a small bracket of like, I mean, I'm really sorry that this is you guys. If it is you guys, I really am sorry that I have to deliver that message, but you know, Spirit is saying to you that it, well, they're not actually. Something also to do around a Pisces as well. Pisces, because I keep hearing it's not. Scott. Someone that's also Scottish as well. Scottish, like a Scot. Oh, Jesus Christ, Gemini. Gemini, what's going on, bruv? Yeah, sorry, this is where Steve shows his fatness. You see the side of me bosom? Yeah, me man boob. I haven't got one ready. What have we done? Putchie is up in here. What have we done? Cool. Man, that's a deep one. That's a deep and a deep also. Someone that is like a Sikh as well, like someone from a foreign country here. Someone from a foreign country, because I'm picking like Anadeep Sidhu or something like that, okay? Or Anna, or Polly, or Pollyann, or my nan. My nan. Let's see, Gemini. Gemini for January. Man, y'all guys have had the best of me. Yeah, you see? Not the best of me, but like, you know, y'all guys have had like a very deep message there. Y'all really have. And it hurts. Man, there is something here where they're sexually natured and it hurts. Like it physically hurts the female energy, which in turn hurts the male energy because of the... Man, this is so personal. This is so personal, messages. Like, if this is going to offend any of you guys, you're better off not watching my channel, and that's the truth. That's the one thing. If my messages offend you, y'all getting some deep cleansing here. If this offends you, y'all don't need to be watching this reading. Okay, y'all need to go and watch it. You know, just like, you know, something that's not going to trigger you off like that. Okay. Because if you get angry through this by me giving you messages, I can't help that. That's my job. Okay. But it hurts both of them. Because there's some kind of medical condition that's going on here, but it's sexual. And it's hurting the person, but also the other one as well. That's one message from the beginning sector of the channeled stuff. The second sector of the channeled stuff, it's making a person also feel guilty through the guilty pleasure that they also have because they can't satisfy, well, I hate to say option number one, but like they can't, because this can also be the one. It can be the karmic one, but it can also be the one, okay? And then I keep picking up that the message of the really disturbing messages here is that it destroys my life because I've met someone that I may be able to trust with that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, because Scorpio energy takes a long time to, like, fours, life path 4, Scorpio, all that kind of stuff. It takes a long time to build up the energy of trust because it means that when I trust you, it could be a long time. But when I do, I don't want to get hurt, so I won't also let you go either. Okay? But it's being able to find a person that I can trust with my heart. Like, I have to trust you that someone has deep trust issues here also. But I have to trust you the fact that you will never do this. That you will never physically hurt me. Because of the story of what's gone on here. Is that I can search and search and search where a twin flame can literally be thrown in as a third energy to start to heal the other person through all of the trauma and the emotional scars that they've got. A twin flame energy is the one that challenges you, which means that it can make you obsessed about the person. It can make you physically obsessed about the person. And you can never understand why the fuck it is that after all of this time did I have trust issues and I was fine on my own, that I don't want anybody, that suddenly someone makes my head turn 360 degrees like the fucking Exorcist, right? And I start vomiting everywhere and feeling sick and like nervous and anxious and my stomach's going in knots and all of that kind of stuff. Because I've finally found someone that all of this time did I not want anybody, and then suddenly did Spirit give me something that I didn't want. Because what was I doing? Not concentrating on wanting it. Because I didn't want it for so long. And now I realise that I do. Now I'm in a pickle. Now I'm in a pickle because I didn't want a person. Like, there could be someone that had like this bad outcome of life, right? And they could be like, no, all fucking men, all women, or I don't want a man, you men are all the same, or you women are all the same, you're all the same as everybody else, you men are all the same as everybody else, or you women. And then all of a sudden, you get that. Like, Spirit goes, okay, all of this blame that you've been doing for years, there you go. You didn't want it, you've blamed society, so we'll give you someone now to make you really fucking consider and think. Now, that also happens in a twin flame dynamic as well, for you guys out there that have never been in one, and for years been saying, yeah, the bastard chat on me and everything else, and I would never do all of that, what they did to me. I would never do all of that, what they did to me. You want to be careful on what you say, because what you say, you put out, it comes into fruition later on, Ron. But like later on in life, what you'll realise is that Spirit's gone, okay, all this time that you've blamed people, but you've been in a soulmate twin flame dynamic in your life, suddenly life seems to have no more meaning since I found the person that threw into my mixture of spiritual calling. Did they then throw that into my mix? And I think, how the fucking hell is that now possible? The fact that all of this time I've told myself that I didn't want a man, or I didn't want a woman, or I would never be a part of anything like that. Do I find myself now a part of that? Right. That I would never do all of those kind of things, and that now I find myself doing that. Okay. Because I thought I was a light worker and we're all supposed to be good to people. No. You are not in control of a preordained destiny. You might think that you are, but my God, are you not? No, you are not in control of your own life. None of us are. Because the more you try to fight it, the more you get it. You push people out of your life for a long period of time. Suddenly, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. I want a spiritual connection. Y'all got one. I don't want a man, I don't need one. Y'all got one. I don't want a woman, I want to be single, I want to be independent, I want to be left alone. Y'all got one. Yep. You got yourselves a pickle. That is a deep, clean, cleanse reading for you guys, Gemini, with 3 cards, bruv. Okay. So, and also Capricorn, and also sixes, or whoever, you know what I mean, Trevor. Okay, but like, yeah, Tracy, Treacle, Dick. But yeah, so if you want to join, sorry, I'm completely lost. That was a big reading. For any of you guys want to join, it's the first access bundle and also the full access. First access is very cheap. It's very cheap. Okay, gives you access to all of the readings for the monthlies, and that's pretty much what you get. But you can watch Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and also Numerology if you follow the numbers, which means you can basically watch all 12 and get messages if you also add the life paths together and you know how I read, because that will show you the person. Okay, Pucci, Paula, Pisces also. But like, if you want to join the full access bundle, that's where I do a you versus them and then thoughts and feelings throughout the monthlies. But the video does explain all below. But to cut the energy down short, what I'm going to be doing now is basically just a few cards and then clarify them, just to give you a general overview of your month. But to break the energy down is where you get it on the full access bundle. Okay. So yeah, if you want anything, you can find all links to emails, personal readings, Angel Radio as a music producer, educational videos, the vlog. Fuck, there's stuff all over this channel, man. Y'all just got to search and look, okay? Like, share, comment. If you want to hit the dislike, just make sure you hit it twice, really hard, okay? And yeah, I shall hopefully see you off on Patreon, guys.